Aloha and welcome. My name is Deepa and this is Let's Evolve Together, and happy birthday, Geminis. This is your birthday reading. I'm so excited to be here with you today, so let's get started. Before I pushed record, I did open your Akashic records for this season, and the symbology that I got for you was a rainbow being channeled through your crown, through your throat, through and straight into your heart chakra. So actually this reminded me of a card, an oracle card I have in one of my Love Oracle decks. So I pulled it out to show you. It's actually called the Rainbow Reviver. And so yes, I saw a rainbow going straight through your crown, very similar to this, but straight into the heart chakra. So what this says to me is, after everything you've been through, which seems like a very busy period, not that you're done physically with that busyness, but it just feels like a lot of maybe you feeling a pushback from the universe, or a struggle, or using more gas in your engine than you really wanted to, that kind of thing, to make things manifest. It feels like you're getting a little bit of a respite or a break, and now you're getting refueled. So the Rainbow Reviver is like that jump start, or that purification time, or that time to just fill your cup back up before you start again. So you get this little bit of woohoo, it's summertime coming, and ready to celebrate, maybe go out a little more, relax a little bit after, the last year. Feels like there's been a lot of change for you. So you'll be able to put your feet up a little bit more, let's say, and, play more. As you can see, she's sitting on a swing here. She's got balloons in her hand. So just going out to celebrate a little bit, going out to play, lightening up your wardrobe. Summer's here. Put on the slippers. Let yourself get some air, some fresh air. If you can, take a walk by the ocean. It's that kind of energy. So just spending time outdoors and, letting your hair blow in the wind, that kind of thing. So that's really beautiful. That was the main energy that I got for your reading as far as the Akashic records are concerned. So I'll just put that here. And I'll keep the Akashic records open for the duration of your reading, and I usually read or channel through them as I read the oracle and tarot cards, and sometimes I look a little deeper into them. So we have that. Okay, so first let's pull an angel card. So this will kind of be an offshoot of the Rainbow Reviver. Let's see what the angels have to say right now for you, Gemini. What is important for you to be aware of, or for you to know at this time? Got a couple here. Wow, angel of relaxation. We nailed it, right? Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. So now I think the tricky part is you're so used to pushing to manifest, to get something to align, that now Spirit or the universe is saying, okay, take a big exhale, pull some energy out of your engine, right? You had a lot of gas in there, almost like at this point it's going to be an inefficient use of your energy if you keep pushing in the way that you have needed to from the past year. But there's a little bit of a pattern and a habit to want to occupy your mind at that same pace. So that's the challenge. Can you let go of the mind a little bit, release some of the gas, release some of the air, and channel your energy now into more play? Like, what do you like to do in the summertime? What do you like to do when it's warm outside? And channel your energy now into those activities, because your mind is still going to be raring from the past year, raring to go and to figure out and to look at details, that you're almost going to want to keep doing that. But like I was seeing, it feels like an inefficient use of your energy now at this time. Spirit is wanting you to get more grounded in your body, stay connected to the earth, and open up and expand a little more in your energy. Remember, you got Rainbow Reviver straight into the heart. So now, whereas before maybe the past year was all about the activation of the mind, now this feels like the rest of 2023 will be an activation of your heart chakra. So what will make your heart sing? What makes your heart feel good? And let's see what else wanted to come out in combination with this. Lots of blue and purple. Look at that. Goddess of psychic protection. What you believe you create, no one can harm you. I do feel like this is still talking about the mind and the busyness of the mind, or your ability to just visualize and imagine just if you could see, you know, all your chakras, right, with a dial. And the dial represents how much you want your chakra to be open or closed, for instance. So let's say your third eye from the past year, from everything you've had to visualize and imagine to bring into alignment and manifestation, has basically been turned up to like a 10. So now Spirit is saying, okay, turn your dial down more to like a 3 or a 4. Okay, it doesn't mean you're shutting off your chakra. You're just saying it's time for the mind to rest. It's time for some resolve. And it's time to channel some energy into the heart chakra. So when you switch from the mind into the heart, there's like an energy that grounds and you become more embodied. So you're feeling this shift from the mind and bringing the energy down into the heart to allow the heart chakra some energy now and some expansion now. So it's the difference of, and this is kind of a weird example, but let's say I have to use this water bottle example because it gives you like a really clear symbolism in the mind as to what I'm talking about, but it's going to be a little weird. Okay, so let's say, and I learned this exercise from Lisa Royal Holt, one of her books, about integrating our energies and our bodies. So let's say you have a bottle of water on a table across the room, okay? And you are, let's say, 20 feet away from that water bottle. So right now, close your eyes, since you're very good at visualizing. This should be easy for you. Close your eyes and just with your mind, go straight after that water bottle. You're going to walk straight to that water bottle with your mind. Okay? And when you get there, just pick it up for the gratification of achieving your goal. Okay. Now put the bottle back down and go back about 20 feet. Once again, close your eyes, take a big deep breath. Now you're going to walk toward that water bottle as if it was a puppy. Okay? Or if you want to look lovingly at the water bottle, you are more than welcome to. But now you're going to allow your heart to lead you toward the water bottle. So before you do this, get centered in your heart. Feel your heart center. Take a breath there if you need to expand the heart. With all the love in your heart, with adoration and with joy, you're going to allow your heart to lead you toward that water bottle. Or if you've turned the water bottle into a puppy, because that might be easier, just try that. Now you can pick up the puppy or the water bottle, give it a little snuggle. Maybe not if it's a water bottle, but okay, so notice for yourself the difference of that exercise from the first using your mind and the second using your heart. This is what Spirit wants you to do for the rest of 2023. Allow your heart to lead you across the room toward your desires. So you're really feeling the heart center. You're feeling your emotions. You're allowing that to lead you. You're allowing your intuition to guide you. You're really allowing your feels to be in charge in a healthy, conscious way, rather than just having all the energy in the mind and kind of rotely or robotically going after what you want. Okay, so let's just see how that plays into more of the reading. What you believe, you create. No one can harm. So if you go at your desires with this energy of if I believe I can be happy or live in joy, then I can. That's what this is also saying. If you believe that there is good around you, then good will be around you. So that is a form of psychic protection. So when we think positively and when we imagine positive outcomes, we actually raise our frequency, which protects us psychically. It protects our energy field. And that's another way that you can protect yourself from any sort of negative energy or influence at this time, if you're curious, okay? So we'll just put these over here, unless I have to move them to add more cards. Okay. This is the Starseed Oracle deck that I recently received in the mail, and I absolutely love it. And it just gives us those gorgeous energies to activate right now within ourselves. So for you, Gemini, what is your card for, how do I want to do this? What is your card for right now, this season, maybe even the rest of the year? What do we see for you, Gemini? Wow, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This says, etheric reflector, spiritualization of matter and reflected light This is number 42, which is a 6. To me, this is about, it really is so similar, honestly, to this card, Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you hold in your vibratory field is what you attract. So if you're holding a high frequency of love, for instance, then you will attract love and support around you. Now, that's not to say that's all you'll attract, because of course there are so many different energies around us all the time. But if you can, let me just feel into this a little more. It's almost as if this, like, let's say this point right now, let's say if you were a body of water, you have just gone from last year being kind of like choppy waves in the water. And now your water is reaching this serene calm, at least right now, or at least during the Rainbow Reviver period. You're getting this little respite. Okay, so now you're this beautiful, serene lake or body of water. From that, you're able to beautifully reflect the energy of consciousness around you and to the people around you. And through that, you attract a high frequency life and manifestations. So I feel like this calm, or this period of calm, is going to bring more ease and peace into what felt maybe tumultuous or quite busy. So, but let me look at this in the book, just because I'm curious of what the author wanted to say about this card, since he wrote it. Angel Aura Quartz for the crystal. The etheric reflector converts matter into energy, changing the densities of flesh into more refined, light-based materials for further spiritual development and the achievement of higher physical states. It also reflects the pure light from the higher realms, increasing one's capacity to understand and embody more forms and expressions of subtle energies. Allow the beams of light to clear and align your meridians to facilitate the body's shift into more spiritualized states. Wow, that's gorgeous. And work with that Angel Aura Quartz if you want to support that. I just feel light coming in. Also, with summer coming, it feels like spending time outside in the sun and, safely would really help your energy body to download some light codes. You might be ready for some upgrades at this time. And I see you being receptive to this new energy and these higher vibrations and this new level for yourself, if you can maintain your sense of calm and ease in order to receive it. It's going to be harder to be open to receive those kinds of frequencies if there's a lot of chaos in the mind and busyness in the mind. So again, if you could drop down into the heart center and get more embodied and spend more time in your physical body, like doing exercise, activities you like to do outside, for instance, and by the water, that'll help to keep your water calm, clear, and peaceful. And then you'll get those activations that I feel like you're ready for. So this feels like a big spiritual step up and activations into the higher chakras and some spiritual evolution happening for you, which is really beautiful. So let's put that here. That's definitely something that I would want on my birthday. Okay. So let's see what else this season is about for you. So I do want to look at the astrology. So what is this season about for Geminis? Astrologically speaking, what is this season about for Geminis? Astrologically speaking. And what do we have going on? Yeah, let's do right now, because otherwise it's going to get complicated. Sun, the sun in your sign. Wow, that's amazing. And very literal. Number 1. And this really is about your inner child. When the sun comes into your sign, it's a time for you to express your joy when you have your solar return. And it is an achievement. You've made it another year, and you're also celebrating another year of life and feeling that gratitude and opening up to another year of expansion. What do I want to do next? Where do I want to go next? How do I want to direct my energies now? it is a form of like it is a type of renewal period. So yeah, I do feel that again, rebirth, renewal, rainbow reviver. It's definitely like a refreshing energy that I'm getting that's coming up with you. So what else for Gemini? And again, this says spirit. And this was all about spirit, turning matter into spirit. So definitely your energy is getting lighter and your frequency is getting higher. Definitely some evolution happening here spiritually for you. And then 7th house, partners. Okay, some energy about relationships coming in. This is a 31, which is a 4, but I'm seeing a lot of energy in the realm of partnership. And with the sun right next to it, this feels good. This feels like a good energy. Also, maybe raising the level of your partnership or relationship, spiritually speaking. Increasing your bond, learning things together, exploring places together, whatever it might be, like jumping up a level together, trying something new together, basically trying something new together. That's what it is. Okay, very cool. Interesting energy. So let's see how that comes in as we keep going here. I think I will pull out the tarot. Okay, so what do Geminis need to be aware of at this time? What do Geminis need to be aware of at this time? What do Geminis need to be aware of at this time? 5 of Wands in reverse. Ooh. I'm going to shuffle again. What else? The Hangman upright. What else? Temperance. Okay, under the 5 of Wands in reverse. Under the 5 of Wands in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Under the Hangman in reverse. Hangman upright. 6 of Cups. Definitely there's something with relationships going on here. And your card is the Lovers. That's you. And you're coming up in reverse here. So Temperance upright. Temperance upright. What's under that? Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here you are in the reading in reverse, Gemini. This is your card, the Lovers. You have a 6 here and you have a 6 here also. So you're showing up in your own reading. You have the Sun here. So this is definitely a powerful time for you. I feel like this could be representing your past year and what you had to do to sort of build your life up to this point. Like there was a lot of work that had to be done. This does show some conflict, some challenge, maybe some struggle, but it looks like in general, everyone's just trying to get the job done. So it was almost like doing it because you had to do it and just trying to get through it. Like just manifest, 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 whatever it is you were trying to achieve. So this Lovers in reverse could represent, it could represent a struggle between in an intimate partnership, okay? Because of the last year. So whenever we have challenges in our personal lives, it usually affects our partnerships with people. And so because there was other challenges going on, it feels like it stressed the relationship, your intimate, most important relationship the most. Now, if you're not in a partnership with somebody, this could be the Lovers could actually represent you, the two sides of yourself as a Gemini, feeling like, how do I find integration within myself? How do I find peace? And remember what I was saying, this last year seemed to be about that struggle and trying to align things, but now I feel like you're coming into that integration time and that peace that you've been craving. You were working for this, and now you're getting back what you put out. So this is that 6 of Pentacles energy, again, another 6. You're finally going to get what you deserve in a good way. You're going to get to receive So it feels like you've been putting a lot of energy out, but now you're going to get some back. So that feels really good because it could have offset your own internal energy. And like I said, it feels like now trying to use that same amount of energy would feel inefficient. So yeah, it just feels like a little imbalance, whether that was you inside of yourself struggling with different aspects of yourself, trying to make choices, or you and your partner just having a little bit of a difficult time as you navigated a sticky transition period, basically. Okay, so how does this play into the other cards? So right next to the Lovers, you also have the Six of Cups. You're getting a lot of sixes. Six is the number of love. You have the number 3 here, which is, so the Hangman is a 12, which is a 3 when you break it down in numerology. And the Hangman is about that waiting period, kind of hanging in suspense, waiting for something to manifest and waiting to act at the right time. Because of that energy, that can be sometimes grueling. You're waiting for that divine timing to step in and do its part. You have Temperance activated. So you've got a lot of major arcana cards here. This is because, so the reason you're evolving spiritually is because you've gotten some challenging tests physically, and you've mastered those tests beautifully with flying colors. With Temperance, we have somebody who's emotionally mature. There's usually 2 cups in the Temperance cards, at least in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And you'll see the Archangel pouring 1 cup of water into the other, back and forth, following the imagery of an infinity symbol. So the Archangel is essentially merging 2 things to become one. So this is you merging both sides of yourself to become one, trying to make peace with yourself about decisions you've made, possibly. This is patience over time, which you've definitely needed to activate. Maybe certain things weren't following through as quickly as you wanted, so you wanted to step on the gas a little bit. Just waiting it out a lot, that's what it feels like, and just trying to bide your time while the energy's played out. So it feels like you've done a really good job of that, because with all that heavy energy you've been able to transmute, you're now able to take a step in your spiritual evolution. So if you had fought this energy more, it would be harder to jump up a level in your consciousness, but it's because you worked hard at being patient, trying to be more conscious through this experience, and trying to kind of go with the flow as it was being, as the energies were being handed out to you or dealt to you, and working with it as you could in the way that you needed to. So you've done a lot of assimilation, and I feel like it's paying off, okay? So yeah, you wanted this, let's say, a happy home or a happy partnership. You've been waiting for to feel like you're home. So the Six of Cups to me is kind of that Cancerian energy card, because it represents nostalgia. And here we have the older man with his dog from when he, and not, not, this man's probably like in his 20s, right? But he's with his dog who is also older. And he's just imagining, they've been soulmates forever since they were puppies and a little kid. So there's a nostalgic energy to this card. So that reminds me of the Cancerian zodiac energy, and Cancer energy very much symbolizes the home environment. So you could have very possibly have been waiting for something to feel like home, or waiting to move into a home, or waiting to just establish more of a rhythm at home with your partner, maybe kind of get into the flow of things and reconnect with that love in your hearts between each other, or within yourself, and with just feeling comfortable with where you live if you're not in a partnership. So the only one I'm wondering about, the Queen of Swords in reverse, it feels like you're not being clear on something. So you had to activate Temperance. So why is the Queen of Swords in reverse here, Spirit? Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse? So it does feel like, and I don't know if this was your partner and this was part of the conflict, but that maybe there was a differing of opinion, and it required you to kind of like be the bigger person, take a bigger perspective, look at the picture, look at everyone's needs, look at all involved, and choosing what was best for everyone. So there may have been some sacrifices that needed to be made to make some decisions, but it looked like someone was standing their ground and not budging on 1 or 2 things, and you had to release any resistant or hard energy within your own being you had to become more flexible and more adaptable to accommodate this person's needs, feelings, or opinions. So it feels like something like opinions, like more in the head, because swords represent mental activity. This is ideas, opinions, or thoughts, not necessarily feelings. That would be more cups energy. And this person was really standing their ground and saying, no, my part of this looks like this. Okay, so if you guys are having a conversation about maybe a house or a family or whatever it might be, they're going to have their say too. And it's like you making room for that, basically. Okay. Okay. So let's see what's coming. What is coming for Gemini? What is coming? King of Wands in reverse. What is coming for Gemini? Chariot in reverse. What is coming? So you got all reversals. This is a confirmation on a little bit of a rest period. So this is the King of Pentacles in reverse. You actually have two kings here. So this car you've been driving, let's say the chariot represents a car. I mean, after all, it is a carriage driven by horses. And you have this energy again of yin and yang, okay? Masculine and feminine, solar and lunar. That's exactly what this card represents here with the Lovers. We have the masculine and feminine, the solar and the lunar, the yin and the yang. This energy you've needed for a while. This was your get up and go. This is the energy. This is the card of ambition, drive, purpose, and needing to kind of steer and focus the horses. And i.e., it also means your inner desires, needing to steer and focus your inner desires so you could achieve what you wanted. So there's a goal in mind. This is a very goal-orientated card, and you're going straight for what you desire. So it's that same metaphor I used earlier, where now, instead of operating from the head, you're going from the heart space, okay? Because now the Chariot's in reverse. So I feel like the breaks are coming. So there's a little bit of pause, okay? I don't feel like this is the same as the retrograde energy that's been in your sign, but this feels like I need to take a break. Like if this is you, if both kings are you, for instance, King of Wands, which is driven by passion and purpose, and then the King of Pentacles, which is driven by finance, security, stability, and steady growth over time, that kind of energy. It just feels like there needs to be a breather in here so that something else can come through. So whatever that might be. So let's just check into that. So let's see the King of Wands in reverse. I'm going to put that back. Let's see the King of Wands in reverse first. King of Wands in reverse first. Nine of Wands. So yeah, needing to fight for something. Okay, and the Chariot, or needing to stand up for something or defend something. So why is the Chariot in reverse here then? The Sun in reverse. And then the King of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, 3 kings in this little reading right here. There's a lot of really strong energy still in your sign. This is why I'm saying I don't think you're done yet. I just think this is a little break. Wow. But look at this, getting more into the feels, getting more into the heart. That's what the King of Cups is about. The King of Pentacles is more logical. He's going to think about effort over time equals growth. How can I increase my security? So there's a lot of financial investment with the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of spiritual investment with the King of Wands, and there's a lot of emotional investment with the King of Cups. I feel like this is where you're at now, or at least what's coming. With the Sun in reverse under the Chariot in reverse, I feel like the reason they want you to take a break, let's say Spirit or your spirit guides, when I say they, the reason they want you to take a break is because there's a level of stress and fight or flight that doesn't need to be there. So that's what you're dialing down. Remember, you're turning down your mental chakra from a 10 to like a 3 or a 4. So you want to get to that nice, easy place where you've got beautiful, soft ripples on the water, and you're not in choppy water anymore. So I'm bringing in the same metaphors I was using earlier because I feel like this message is still trying to come through, which is telling you to push on the brakes a little bit more. Okay, so let's go with that. What is the guidance, Spirit? Then what is the guidance? Wow, there's that spiritual evolution right there. The Hierophant in reverse. What is the guidance, Spirit? Five of Swords. Get out of the head. Again, this message coming in. And you are an air sign. And then victory. Look at that. Six of Wands. This is your fourth or fifth six in this reading. So you're meant to be living in balance right now. Because if you think of the Six of Pentacles, there's one hand giving and there's one hand receiving. And they're in movement. There's that infinity energy again. There's a movement here with Temperance. You are working with the energy. There's an alchemy going on here. A time of assimilation and integration. And a time where balance needs to be brought back into life. So that spiritual lesson, which is represented by the Hierophant is the spiritual teacher or the guru or the high priest kind of energy. He's saying you can activate this spiritual energy by getting out of the head. The Five of Swords is self-sabotage energy. There's a lot of anxiety and worry, giving yourself headaches, too much energy up in the head. You'll be victorious, the Six of Wands, victorious, you'll succeed, your work will pay off. But your energy is just wanting to unload and get a lot lighter right now. Like I said, summer's here, or just around the corner, let's say. And it's time to take the coat off. Remember, wear lighter clothing, put on your slippers instead of your boots or your sneakers. Lighten up in every way. Maybe add some fresh colors to the house, lighter colors, summer, spring colors, instead of like the fall colors, which can be heavy and, pull your energy in more toward hibernation. So brighten up your environment, get outside. And also you can just shed anything that's been weighing you down through your thought processes by doing a little burning bowl ritual. So you would just take a bunch of pieces of note paper, write down everything you want to release, everything you want to let go of in the heart, in the mind, or in any type of burden in any way. Put it in the bowl and in a safe, fire-safe pot or bowl, and burn those things away that you want to release and let go of. So we are coming up to the Sagittarius full moon, and that may be a powerful time of release and letting go for you. And then, of course, renewal on the other side of that. So that's what's happening in your season. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm getting a lot of repeating messages. So let's actually look right now about self-care, since we're on that topic. I got the self-care oracle deck out for you. So what can Gemini do? It looks like we're pretty aware of what needs to happen. Getting more into the heart, getting more into the feels, expressing and acknowledging your emotions, making room for, what's that word? Other potential opportunities, like making room for new doors opening, adjacent possibilities. That's the phrase I was looking for. Making room for adjacent possibilities. So remember, this card said, let go of a desired outcome and you will get what you want. So allowing something to show up looking different than you thought, because it may still fulfill your needs in that way. So allowing something to show up looking different, being flexible, being open, being adaptable at this time is really important for you. And you are a mutable sign. So this should be something that feels natural for you. Thinking of all the possibilities, okay? So let's see. What is the self-care that Geminis can practice at this time? Spend time with animals. And I was saying spend time with nature. And Taurus energy is so present for you because it's the earth sign preceding your sign. And it's very close to you energetically. So here we have a 12, which is a 3. So again, we have multiples of 3s and we have all those 6s. And this is just spending time with your pets or spending time outside watching nature. Really will help ground you and calm you down. Okay, especially if you have like a kitty to pet or a puppy to play with. They really open our hearts and allow us to get into that nurturing energy. What else can Geminis do right now to care for their energy? Oh my gosh, look at, she's petting a cat. We just said that. 54, another multiple of 3. This is a 9. It says watch a movie. And please don't watch a violent one. Watch something that makes you feel ooey gooey, happy, sappy, even if you don't like those. No, it should feel good, whatever you watch. Grab some tea. Maybe you're going to watch a YouTube reading by Deepa. But yeah, I think it's just take it easy. Put your feet up. Remember, she has her feet up. She's on a swing. Get outside. Get some fresh air. Okay? That's all those same things we've been saying. Okay. So where can we go from here? We have a few other decks. So let's look at the oracles. Like, what is the main oracle energy for you right now? These are upside down. Don't want them to be. Okay, so what is the main... This is the Wisdom Oracle deck. Mending. So this is what I feel, and this was in reverse too. This is a 7. This is the energy that I feel goes with this Lovers in reverse. So if there was any conflict or struggles that came up as a result of a lot of change going on in your life, in their life, or in your lives together, now is a time to mend. It's a time to lick the wounds, take time together, get back into yourselves, get back into what you guys like doing together. It'll really help. Okay, it's nothing that can't be, just like I said, the Rainbow Reviver. It's nothing that can't be revived and brought back into alignment. It doesn't feel like, you know. It feels like a tiff. Feels like a tiff. Okay. What else do we see with and this is the Sacred Journeys Oracle deck. I just like to see how all these Oracle decks compare to each other and what they say, how different they are. 2 5s next to each other here, just noticing, and a 6, building energy. Voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. And this is a voyage of the heart for sure. I mean, remember, we're just saying that. Drop into the heart space. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so let's look at what kind of energy you need to activate. So we're going to look at some animal spirits, your spirit guides here. What is your Amakua, Gemini, at this time that will help you get into the heart? We already have a cat, a wolf, a deer, an owl, a bird, a squirrel, lots of little insects, butterflies, spiders. What is the animal working with you now? Wow, freedom. There's a horse, gorgeous energy, moving through that portal from matter into spirit with the white horse energy. That's beautiful. So lighten the load, activate, your structure and your practices every day, meditation, whatever it might be. And let's look at, I wanted to use the light language deck because light language is a spiritual form of communication with your higher self. And Gemini zodiac energy rules communication, rules higher education, higher learning, and actually rules elementary education, but also higher learning, continuing education. So what do we see for communication from the light language deck for Geminis at this time? What do they need to be aware of? Trust. This is a serious initiation. So just gaze for a moment at this card, light language, because it will activate that energy of trust within you. Okay, and this is trusting. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Trust in the universe to take care of your needs and wants. Trust that things will work out. Trust that they may show up looking differently, but they will show up. Trust that things will work out. If they've gotten a little congested, things will clear out. It just feels like this rest time would be really good to diffuse tempers, to diffuse a lot of heated emotions or confusion or fighting, whatever may have been going on. This respite time will be really good for that. So trust that everything is well and good. That's kind of what I get with that. And take that time out for yourself and your family. Okay, so what numerology is showing up for Geminis at this time? What numerology? 19, pride. Interesting, a 10. And I feel like letting go of pride will diffuse some conflict as well. Letting go of your side or the way you think it should be. And an 81, wow, 19 and an 81. That's a 9. Leadership, another multiple of 3. And I feel like these are working together. Like the pride is from being used to, with all this king energy, I could feel like you are used to being in charge or leading the pack. And with this energy telling you to back down a little bit, it feels like that kind of message. So what else is coming through here? Like it would be good for your ego. And another 10 energy, because this is a 10, and which is also a 1, new beginnings. But 10 is karmic completion. So yeah, it feels like something, like an aspect of your ego is dissolving, and this is a wonderful time to just let it dissolve or let go of your attachments or things that you were pushing too hard to try to get. So release your desired outcome, release your pride. It's okay for things to turn out differently than you thought. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean it was the wrong vision. It doesn't mean it was the wrong dream. It just means the universe has a different idea of how it's going to be delivered, and it's how it's going to look. So you just let go a little bit of your doership in it and drop more into receiving the abundance that really is coming for you and meant for you, and trust that it's coming, okay? So it may just look different than what you hoped. Okay, so let's move now into, I think, the final decks, which are going to be oracle cards and guidance from Spirit. Let me just get them all. So I've got the Surrender deck, Angel Guidance, and this one is Divine Abundance Oracle cards. These cards are so beautiful. What can Gemini look forward to? What can Gemini look forward to with all this beautiful high frequency love energy coming in? Ease. Oh my gosh. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. I could have literally picked that card out for this reading. That's amazing. And this is Lakshmi. This is the goddess of abundance. The abundance is coming in. Trust. Remember, it may not look the way you think. Abundance can come in all forms. It can come in, wow, our neighbor keeps giving us fruit from their trees and I'm not doing anything to receive it. It's just coming in. Or having extra time alone can feel really nice at times like this where you need to put your feet up. Or everyone's health being really good. All this is forms of abundance. Abundance isn't just money or things, right? It's good health, good friends, time to relax and just play. That can feel like abundance. So it can come in all sorts of different ways. So what do you need to surrender at this time, Gemini? But I think we're getting a hint about what you need to surrender at this time. Yeah, it's definitely a time for receiving for you. More being, less doing, for sure. What do Geminis need to surrender? Whoa, surrender to receiving support and love. I'm not even kidding. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. And with all this king energy, you definitely need to take some time off, okay? You cannot do it all on your own. Wow, that's really powerful. That's really powerful. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I love card readings. Okay. Guidance, and then I'll pull you a final message from Spirit for fun, okay? So what is the guidance from your spirit guides at this time for Gemini? What is your guidance? Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Another trust card. Okay. Thank you, Katumi. You got the Ankh on this chest there with some sacred geometry. We also have what's it called? The snake eating its own tail. Auroras? Or, oh gosh, I don't know. Okay. Green Taurus. Supreme protection. You got psychic protection twice. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. So letting go of the pride, letting go of the need to be right, letting go of conflict, letting go of the mind, trusting, dropping more into your feminine, right? We have that energy here a couple times with the Chariot and the Lovers, dropping more into your feminine side, getting playful, getting into, listening to your intuition more, relaxing around the house a little bit more in robes, getting eccentric, focusing on your nails or your hair or whatever it might be, like going out dancing. Some energy, some heavy energy is definitely being released. You are definitely closing out some heavy karmic cycles here. So just allow it to happen and spoil yourself in the process. And we got trust 3 times in a row. Each one of these says trust somewhere on the card. Wow, such a powerful reading, Gemini. Okay, let's get you a final guidance card. Let's see what I want to do here. Lots of trust messages here. Which one? Okay. Oh, you know what I want to do? I know, it's actually further away. Oh my gosh, my poor hips. Okay, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, as my kids would say, and I just majorly overextended my hip flexor. Okay. Ooh, this is such a fun deck. It's a little blessings deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. I love Tony's decks. Namaste, blessing, and divination cards. And we got beautiful Ganesh there on the front. So, okay, Archangel Michael, please clear this deck and align it with the energies of Gemini right now. So what's their birthday blessing? Let's bring it in. What is their birthday blessing? What is the Gemini birthday blessing? Okay, look at this. If this is the angels with the heart right on the tree. I see peace, love, growth over time, stability, expansion in the heart chakra. So taking flight, getting lighter. It's that same kind of energy. A blessing of gratitude. Be grateful for all your experiences, for all in life serves a purpose. There is a blessing in all that did or didn't happen. There is a blessing unfolding this very moment. Listen to your heart and follow its wisdom. Be mindful, for the journey is as important as the destination. Wow, okay. And ease, I love that. Easy for me to receive, easy for me to receive. Oh, you have such beautiful messages here, and you get to put your feet up and play a little bit. Crack out those musical instruments you haven't picked up in a while. Just shift from that divine masculine outward moving energy into that divine feminine creative flow, okay? So something that, focusing on the arts, focusing on beauty, focusing on relaxation and playtime, that kind of vibe, okay? So enjoy yourself so much this birthday season, Gemini. Have an absolutely amazing summer. I would love it if you could like this video. If you felt it resonated with you, share it out to the world, subscribe for more, and comment below. I'd love to hear how your season is going. And other than that, I will see you soon for the Sagittarius full moon reading. I do think there will be messages in there for you. If you need a personal reading at this time, please go to my website at letsevolvetogethertarot.com. You can see all the offerings I have and my calendar so you can book. Okay, namaste. I will see you soon, and thanks again. Bye for now.